out of the shops and I've just bought a brand new box fresh Casio. This is going for an insane price right now in the UK, and not only do I think that this is the best budget beater Casio offers, I also have a sneaking suspicion this could be discontinued soon. Let's get into it. Yes! Welcome to the Mad Watch Collector channel. I've been wanting to do this show for quite some time, so I'm very excited to do so. The watch I'm talking about today was a sort of a slow burner for me. I bought it a while back and it was competing with a lot of other Casio beta watches in my collection. It wasn't until I wore it for 5 days running did I come to my senses and realise this is the best budget sports watch I own. The reason why I'm talking about it now is because of Argos, a shop we all know and love in the UK. Well, they are offering this watch right now at just £12.99, and that's basically the price of
a couple of Make It Large Big Mac meals.
Yes, for the price of £12.99 you can get an amazing beater I don't think Casio are going to be making much longer. I've got a little theory which I'll show you at the end of the show, and I know you're all going to want to hear what my wife thinks of this watch. So sit back, relax, and get your loose change ready to buy this watch. Are you Casio Beta ready? Let's go! And ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Casio W86.
Look at this puppy.
On the face of it, this watch just looks like another beater, but I need to contextualize it for you. This bad boy was released in 1995, and it was at the time when G-Shocks were booming. Casio had cornered the market with these beefy, bold, shock-absorbing watches. Now, we all know and love the F91W, one of the most famous Casios in their lineup, still being made today, still can get for around £10. It has many flaws that we all know about, but it's the styling and the fact it hasn't been touched for over 30 years that makes this watch a cult icon. A lot of reviewers on YouTube have put these two watches together and gave them a comparison, but this W86 is nothing like the F91, nor should it be compared to it. In fact, if you want to compare an updated version of the F91, it's the F105. Now bring on the W86, and to me, this beater has an incredible sporty vibe to it. You've got a very thick, chunky resin bezel protecting the watch, and a chunkier case overall. And to me, it's almost like the F91 has had a G-Shock makeover. At first, the face is what put me off on buying the W86. It didn't have the retro vibes of the F91. However, after wearing it often, I came to realise that the teal colour on that face reminds me of the shell suits I used to have as a teenager. Teenage kids like me used to buy what is known as shell suit tracksuits. Shiny, crimply textured material that if you put close to a flame, you'd probably blow up. Anyway, back in the early 90s, this teal aqua colour was used in almost every tracksuit you could buy, and so it reminds me of my childhood. Another reason why I think this is so sporty is this is probably the best resin strap you can find on a Beta Casio. One of the most comfortable Beta watches I've ever had on my wrist. To me, those huge air vents at the start of the strap really do look quite masculine to me. Tough! And makes the watch feel more breathable on the wrist. The module of this W86 is exactly the same as the one that's in my A168. A very simple module, but all I really need. We got a simple time display, we have an alarm, a stopwatch with an actual split time function too, and then the last mode is to change the time. You can also change it from 12 to 24 hours, but what sets this budget beater from a lot in the same price range is the built-in electroluminescence. Just look at the difference to this screen than the F91. And let's be fair, one of the watches looks like they should retire and pack up now. That for £12.99 or even under a £20 mark, that is a huge feature. Again, if we're continuing on the theme of value for money, the battery in this watch will last for 7 years. As long as you're not playing with that electroluminescence all the time. Oh dear. Could be only a year. The overall screen is very clear. I would say because of the electroluminescent properties in that LCD screen, it loses a tad legibility compared to the F91. But I'd take that backlight with the LCD screen any day of the week.
Hello.
on my 6.5-inch wrist, and this fits beautifully. Playing sport, I tend to have my beta watches with the resin straps a little looser than normal watches, just to let my wrist breathe a little.
Can get quite sweaty under there.
Another thing to mention is this watch has a water resistance of 50 meters, 20 more than the splash proof 30 of the F91. But to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if this could go 200 meters at least. It's the pressure in the water as you're swimming you need to be aware about. But if it does break down, just buy another one. Now, why do I think these are going to be discontinued soon? Well, I do like buying my Casios. As for any of you that has been subscribed to the channel for long enough, the watches I have bought that are in the beta budget range have words like illuminator on the face, but when you press the backlight, you only get that one LED light in the corner again, just like the F91. Yes, it may be brighter and more updated, but to have an electroluminescent LCD screen costs a bit more than having an LCD screen
with a little lamp on the side.
And that's why I think most of your budget beaters from Casio in the future will not have this illuminescent screen. And they'll save it for the likes of the G-Shocks or metal Casios. And that's why you should get on board buying one of these W86s now. Perhaps buy it in the link in the description below, you know, with the affiliate link. I honestly find myself wearing this watch a lot, and it really did take me a while to love it. It doesn't have the cachet and the history and the retro look as the F91, but it's not trying to be the F91, it's trying to be the W86, and apart from the retro look, this watch pisses all over it. Here it is, my wife's thoughts on the W86. Oh, no, not another Casio. Oh. Looks like something you'd catch in a claw at a very poor arcade machine. Hate those two green stripes, looks cheap, don't like it. Tell it like it is, wife. I refuse to listen to her on this one. Yes, Casio Corner is back! And today's shot comes from Muggin CWC. And I know this gentleman is a teacher. God knows what his kids think of this watch. The gorgeous
Only to your mother.
DW290. The watch Tom Cruise wore in Mission Impossible 1. Mission Impossible 2 was finding somebody that liked his DW290. No, but I absolutely love this watch. Framed beautifully. I love the tattoos, my friend. And thanks for tagging me in. If you'd like to be on the next Casio Corner, all you gotta do, find me on Instagram here and tag me in on one of your Casio posts. Because who knows, next time, the star of the show could be you. If you watched till now, thank you so much. And if you want a bit more of the Mad Watch Collector channel, why don't you click here? Yeah, right there, and join. And if I got you for a few more minutes, why don't you check out this show? You thought this one was good. This one is absolutely superb. Go on, click it. Come on, click it whenever you're ready. Yeah. Now I do have some things to do, so can you click it? Click it. Click it!